Testing, testing.
Probably.
Let's try that one more time. Testing. Let's try that one more time. Testing. All right. Microphone seems to be working. We seem to be live. I guess one thing that we do need to do here, though, is go to my studio page. Oops, not quite studio. I don't see a way to pop out the chat window here under Linux or YouTube. Were we able to do that yesterday? Maybe if I do what? Let's see, we've got our dashboard, our creator dashboard. Go to YouTube, my channel, and if we come to live videos, can we pop out the chat? Looks like we might be able to. Nobel! Good meridian! Nobel, you know what I need to do with you over here? Look at this. Look at this. Add moderator. Boom. Gotcha. How does it feel? Be moderator here on YouTube as well. Nice. Look at the little wrench by your name. Very cool. And looks like you've got a nice little color going on here too. Yeah, what else can we do with you here? We can put you in timeout, we can pin messages, we can hide user on the channel, remove, all this other kind of stuff. All right, well, I think we've got you where we want you right now as moderator. We can create a poll. Nobel, can you create a poll yourself? That might only be for moderators and owners. Ready for duty. You know, I was thinking, nope, you can't. Okay. I wonder if there's something I could grant later on that would give you access. I don't know if I want to fiddle with that right now, but it might be kind of interesting and cool later on. So let's see. I wonder, can I do dark mode or something? I think live messages, all messages are visible. I think that's the best thing that we want to do right there. All right. Yeah, I was thinking a little bit today, after lunch or during lunch, about people coming in to the chat room and who might not be overly affiliated with us here and scooping up reward prizes. Not that that happened with what's his name, Nixco or whatever. I went ahead and looked a little bit into the wallet address, and it looks like it's one of our old friends from Sandbox. So, but it, again, hasn't been around this here for a while, and it got me thinking that, you know, sometime in the future, maybe when I get to be a little bit more popular here, that we might have people creating some new accounts just to jump in and try to mess with us. So I was doing a little bit of thinking about how we could handle that, maybe make sure that we don't have, maybe we make sure we have certain qualifications to be able to participate in some of the giveaways, and maybe even some of the giveaways that might have higher dollar values. Not that a pet really has too high of a dollar value, but even pets and hero giveaways and stuff like that, you know, maybe making sure that you're around at least for a couple of times, at least a day maybe or something, right? I don't know how you feel about that or how others felt about it specifically, but it did make me question. And like I said, I looked into the address a little bit on the blockchain. That is one good thing about blockchains. And it looks like they've been around for a little bit. That's okay. Even if it is someone else's secondary account, I think that's fine too. But I think we'd like to have someone who's a little bit more into DFK and hanging out with us a little bit more. My personal feeling. All right, let's get on with stuff here. So one of the other things I did over lunch is let's see, where is it? I don't really know which one of these windows. There it is, right here. So we got the bot started for the 808 fam stuff, and so that is good. Although I did not configure it much, it's under configured right now, but at least it's starting, at least it's doing its thing. Let's see here. All right. We've got about 25 more minutes before our first drawing here on YouTube. And I think we have a separate window. Oops, we don't need that. Let's X out of that window. I think we've got a separate window here for... what's going on here? Maybe we don't have a window for this incognito thing that we need. All right, so I do need to get another incognito window set up, it looks like. Let's pull this OpenSea window back over to here for a minute. Let's open up a new, not a new tab, need a new incognito window. I can then hop over to YouTube for. Nightbot. Log in with YouTube over there. Potatoes, how are you doing today? Zabu in the house. Potatoes, does it matter? Or maybe I shouldn't ask if it matters, because it might not really matter to you much. But would you prefer to go buy potatoes when you're here, or Zabu? Because I could do either one. I know you as either one. I could see how Zabu might be a little confusing to some people if there is no, quote Zabu here in chat. But people could learn, right? Smack them around some. It's the same person. All right. So let's see here. All right. So I think I've got this thing set up over here. We should have our Nightbot and our giveaways. We're still, 20 minutes away from this, but I'm wanting to get it all set up. Let's set up mods as well. And regulars, channel members, users, active users are going to get the giveaway here. Let's see. I think that's good enough. And that's Nightbot. So we can minimize that window. Let's see. Sabu, I need to change my name. But couldn't figure about it last time. I thought I set my profile picture to. That was for a G account, I guess. Like a guest account, maybe. Interesting. So, yeah, maybe today would be a good day. I don't know if you're busy doing other things, but no time like the present is what we say, right? Something I'm noticing here. It looks like Nobel is not getting added to this list again. So Nobel, I'm just going to need to add you manually. Oh, there you are. Okay, good. It just took an extra long time to get you in there, but you are there. All right. See, Zabu, how's it going, Nobel? Yep. Nobel has probably been my longest follower, or I should say longest consistent follower. And Nobel, I don't even know when you started following. It was like, I want to say September, October, November at the latest of last year. And Zabu, if you're not too familiar with Nobel, and when I talk about following, a follower, I'm talking about a devoted follower, right? Need to pin a medal on this guy here. So, I started off in Sandbox, late last year, fall of last year, I guess, October, November time period. And Nobel was an amazing person. There was a interesting little experience starting, getting ready for Christmas, I guess. And I didn't really have any, I wouldn't say any friends in Sandbox or anything. I was just kind of solo doing my own thing. And I was doing a little bit of streaming, perhaps. I'm not sure how popular I was at that particular time. I was just getting started there. And there was a little bit of parkour, a little bit of jumping in there, where you could jump around over different boxes. It's kind of a maze. You had to jump at just the right positions and places and everything. And there was me and another girl that was there. And I forget her name right off the bat. I tried to say hi to her, but Nobel, did you ever keep in touch with her? Whatever her name was. At any rate, it was me and this one other person who were having some challenges, some struggles. Mawson, was it Mawson? Really? Are you sure? Because I think it was somebody else. But the name did, I think, start with an M. I remember that I looked up, but there was another one there too. Maybe there was another one. And Mawson could have been another one there. I don't remember. If Mawson was there, then she raced through the parkour stuff pretty quickly, I think. But it was me and this other girl that was kind of having a little bit more of a challenge and a struggle to jump through just the right ways to do it. And Nobel was so patient and helped us and guided us, like, here, do this, do that, hey, and cheered us on and gave us hope that it was not all was lost. And so it was really good. It really made me feel, I think, that I was a part of something. just to have that friend there. And I think we spent an hour of time. I'm sure you've seen, what's that TV show? Squidward Games, or Squid Games? Squid Games. When you have to jump around the certain parts of the platform that had falling things, and there was a little place with it like that. Anyway, it ended up taking us a long time, I think over an hour, to get through this little parkour race challenge part. And Nobel was there the whole time. Yeah, at least an hour for sure. Yeah, I think when I say an hour, I'm gonna, that's conservative. It could have been 2 hours easy. But whatever the case is, Nobel was there the whole time and cheering us on and very patient. And after all of that, I think and after spending almost the whole day together, so we were wandering around and exploring all this kind of stuff. Now I miss that feeling with the leaderboard contest. So much salt, sadly. Yeah, Nobel. That was a really good feeling of community and help, thoughtfulness to other players, kind of a good bonding experience there. And, it's bonded us for months now. I think just that one little act that you did right there and just kind of hanging around, and I've never forgotten that. It's kind of the way that I look at things also, and another reason I like to personally help people through things, because giving a little bit of help to someone through a game or a new experience, a new game, even like here DFK, right? We help these new people through DFK. We show them how to, and guide them through how to get through parts of this stuff. And it's very easy, I think, for some people to then feel a bit of loyalty, right? And so, we exchanged contact information, the 4 or 5 of us that were going through this little adventure together, this little experience and exploration of this little map area in Sandbox. And we passed along our information, and Nobel continued to then watch my streams. And I think a couple of the other people did for a little bit of time, but when I ended up adding more content to my streams rather than just Sandbox, like when I started DeFi Kingdoms, Nobel moved along with me to DeFi Kingdoms. And there were several other Sandbox friends that started to get into DeFi Kingdoms as well. In fact, I have brought a lot of people into DeFi Kingdoms from Sandbox. Not all of them are here in chat with us as often as Nobel is, but we do have a lot of people, like Romario Raven came over, when we see him every now and then. 9A7A was originally from Sandbox, and several other people that I've got as regular viewers. They still do a bunch of Sandbox stuff. I wouldn't want them to stop, but we've kind of drifted away from Sandbox a little bit more as I've gotten more attached to DeFi Kingdoms. And then even on a little sidestep, hey, Brito, how are you doing? I'm just telling a little story about how Nobel and I met up, and the loyalty there, I think. Gonna make Nobel blush maybe a little bit with this story, but Nobel's been very, very loyal to the channel for a year now, or just about a year, maybe 10, 11 months, something like that. Even when we were totally going off the reservation, is that politically correct to say these days? I don't know. But even getting all the way off track and going to play a free-to-play game, and not a very popular free-to-play game called 2 Hours, 1 Life. And Nobel even followed me over there. We weren't even doing crypto for many months, and but that was a lot of fun too. And Nobel, I really appreciate you hanging out with me even through that, because that was, and not a lot of people followed me there. That was when I think a lot of my audience just stopped. They're like, yeah, this is too far. But I found that game fun for a while, and I guess I still do. I'm not sure I'm going to get back to that I'd rather focus on the blockchain games, I think, and I'd rather have some income producing potential. But it was kind of fun. Anyway, Nabella's followed me through all of these different things over the last 11 or 12 months. So definitely a loyal friend, I feel, online, although we've never met in person. So anyway, yeah, definitely I feel very safe and comfortable giving Nobel mod privileges with all of that stuff. And he goes on to say, I love to interact with you. You're awesome. Love the content. Love your view on things. Absolutely. Yeah. And I really enjoy having you here as well. I like your feedback, and even though you can't be in chat, you know, a whole lot, you got a busy life, it still means a lot to me to every now and then see you pop in, or if there is some kind of topic that we have that matters, or that's something here. And I love to see you on like the Twitter stuff. So every now and then, like we're doing some Twitter stuff, and I'll see you entering contests on Twitter or Discord, and I'll see your name there, and I'm like, yeah, right on. And yeah, so it's really good to see you in all of that kind of stuff as well. Brito, how are you doing today? I'm good. How about yourself? I saw a very short video from you 16 years ago. Oh my goodness. Was that my very first YouTube video? Was that the I am video? So that I am video is my very first video ever on YouTube, and it was just very short to kind of show I exist now, right? And I've kept that on there. If it wasn't, no, that's got to be the one that was 16 years ago. Yeah, there's another one maybe 10 years ago that was with me shooting a bow in the house, inside the house. I got this brand new bow and arrow set, and it's a real bow and arrow. I mean, you know, it's meant for hunting, and I wanted to practice with it, but in my house here in Austin, I don't have a lot of space around. I mean, you know, we've got a 1/4 of an acre lot, you know, which is the normal size in a, you know, kind of a residential area. And so there's not a lot of space. And this bow is a massive hunting bow. I say massive, I mean, it's not like it's huge, but it definitely has, I think it's got about a 90-pound draw weight on it. It definitely is meant for hunting, right? This is not something that you want to shoot. It'll go several hundred feet, the arrow will. And of course with a lot of force. So it's not really something that I felt comfortable shooting around outside, even in my own yard, because I didn't want something weird to happen and this arrow to get out of the yard, which, you know, my yard's only 75 feet across from one far end to the other. And this bow is definitely going to shoot way beyond that if it were to like hit a tree or a rock, or, you know, I don't know what it could hit necessarily, but if it ricocheted off of something and like jumped over the fence. So we've got this, you know, 6-foot wood privacy fence all around the yard too, but you know, the wood privacy fence has little holes or slots in between the privacy fence things there. And then also, I don't know if y'all are too familiar with, I mean, y'all might not even live in the United States, but 6-foot wood privacy fence. Let's see if they, guess we got to spell it right, maybe. So you know, you've got a little fence like this, right? And you've got those slats, and so there are little slots in between there. And of course the wood itself is not very thick, and that this arrow would go right through that wood. It's not like it would stick anything. I could probably put some stuff in front of it, maybe some other sheets of plywood or something in front of that as well. But anyway, the point, I'm making this story way too long, getting sidetracked. But the point is that I didn't want to shoot this bow outside to accidentally, you know, get into my neighbor's yard, or, you know, hit someone's dog or the person themselves. So I started shooting from within my kitchen up through the garage, like through the kitchen into the garage, down to the end of the garage. And that still was not very far, but I felt like I could put a bunch of plywood and padding in there in the garage that would keep it from escaping the garage area. And that's, so there's this video of me on YouTube now shooting that bow in the house. If anybody ever wanted to know the story of that, it's like, what is he doing shooting this bow inside the house? Yeah, that's what that story was. 97A, afraid of hitting a tree, so shoots at ceramic toilets instead. Oh man, it's really more of like, it's not that I'm afraid of hitting the tree, it's I'm afraid of it hitting a tree and ricocheting over a fence or you know, something like that, down, you know, 3 people's yards, and then killing someone's dog, or even if it doesn't hit anything, to see this arrow in your yard, you might be like, oh my goodness, am I gonna get hit by somebody shooting arrow if I'm just laying out in my yard sometime? So if it's in the house, it's not going to escape through the walls of the house, right? That's really more of the thing. Oh man, I did fireworks inside the house when I was 15, never recorded it though. Yikes. Yeah, that's, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. I remember that I was playing around with some fireworks with my cousin one time. We were putting fireworks into little, you know, G.I. Joe army men, those little plastic army men, and blowing that up. I think we did that for a very short amount of time. It didn't take too long before I think both of us realized that this could be dangerous, and so we stopped. We were probably about 15 at that time as well. But yeah, that could get really dangerous. I've seen videos of people not doing too well with fireworks. Yeah, pretty crazy. Hard to think you could even think about doing something like that now. Yeah, absolutely. You know, now that I'm a little bit older, I'm like, I wouldn't even think to get started with something like that. And then, of course, also, if you're talking about just in general, I think if people heard fireworks going off in a house or something these days, people might even call the police and say, hey, go check on this. What's going on here? You know, it's also illegal to, I don't know if the word is shoot off fireworks within the city limits. It might just be to light fireworks in the city limits. It might not even be the word shoot off. I'm not sure the exact wording of that, but certainly we're not allowed to engage with fireworks in the city limits. It can be hazardous, I guess. Stories we need to tell our kids before we have a before our kids have a chance to hear them. Yeah, indeed. Yikes. Now I don't even like the big bangs. Yeah, I don't either. I found that over the course of the many years now, but I even get a little bit more wary of even my neighbors shooting off fireworks, and that's a lot of that has to do with the fact that, you know, I've got garden stuff going on over here, and here where I live in central Texas, it gets pretty dry, and even in the winter time, it can be dry enough that we could start fires. And certainly the 4th of July, when fireworks are really crazy too, it's so dry here that, you know, I'm afraid some firework from, you know, 5 houses down from my neighbor, you know, shoots off and then lands in my yard with mulch and dead and dry leaves, that it's gonna, you know, start up a fire in the yard. So yeah, and then not just that, I guess I'm not overly annoyed at the popping, but there is, to some extent, a little bit. I had a roommate not too long ago that hated the fireworks because of her dogs and cats, and the fireworks would scare them to death. In fact, I remember one 4th of July, I guess the fireworks were so bad. I mean, even though it's illegal to shoot off fireworks here, many of my neighbors still do. And I mean, we are in a normal residential neighborhood area, right? Mystical Meows, hey, how you doing? And so being in this neighborhood here, you know, people are shooting off fireworks just, you know, 100 feet away from my house and so on, or 50 feet away if they're, I don't think anyone's that close, but there's some neighbors on the other street behind us that do. And down the street a little bit and some other places. And so, yeah, it scared off one of my old roommate's cats for, I think, a week even. Yeah. Hey, guess what time it is? It is 4:30, folks. Do y'all want to see who's here in chat right now and get some name lists? So if you've been chatting within the last few minutes, you should be on this list. But if you have not been chatting, now is the time. Come in, say hello into the chat room or something. Does not really matter what you say. Just get your name on this list. So we have got 9A, 7A, Burrito B, Nobel, Mystical Meows, Zabu, as we're going to start calling him. I think that's the preferred name. Let's give everyone a chance in case you are listening in the background and you have not been chatting with us much. We're going to give you just about 30 more seconds or so, 60 seconds, somewhere right around in there, to get your name in. Jump on in to chat, say hello, jump out of lurk mode, leap over that living room furniture. The reason I keep saying that is because there was a time when I was listening to another stream. Link is here in the house, and all things DFK. Nice. Subscribe to me in order to get connected with DeFi Kingdoms influencers. Bullish. That's a little bit of a self-plug there. We'll let it slide this time. All things DFK. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about seeing you the first time jumping in and plugging your stuff, but we do love DFK here. Bean coming in. Yo, 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 driving to work. Absolutely. Jump on in, guys. Link, how are you doing? I was watching a couple of your videos with Crypto Grady recently, and the giveaways that y'all had. Amazingly fun. Bean is here driving to work, and all of a sudden, you know, gets off the chat. Carol, hey, how are you doing as well? Okay, we've got a big list of people coming in. Let's go ahead and collect this list. Oh man, I didn't even send out the Twitter message saying that we're live on YouTube right now. So for y'all to be here, that's fantastic. I think we've got everybody here. Let's go ahead and select all these names. We're going to do our drawing. You know, we're giving away a pet at the end of this stream in just a couple of hours. And it's going to go to one of y'all here. Let's go ahead and check out our wheel of names. Let's see. Highlight all of this. Control V. So we've got 9A, 7A, All Things DFK, Bean, Burrito B, Carol, Sterling, Nobel, Link, Mystical Meows, Potatoes, which, you know what, Potatoes, I know you're changing your name to Zabu. Well, I mean, I guess you already were Zabu, but we'll go ahead and put that in there for you as well. Worm, oh my goodness, Born to Die, coming in here as well. Oh my goodness, we're going to have to collect y'all's names also. So Born to Die, we'll get you in here as well. And Worm 369. Guess we can copy. We got the entire DFK community in the house. We're only missing a couple people at this point. 369. All right. Wow, that's a good turnout for this. Let's go ahead and copy these names. Control C, and we'll do a Control V and a Control V a couple of times to paste those names in and get a little bit better thing here. We do have a rollover here, so if we get a rollover, that just means that we're gonna roll the winning ticket over to the next hour. We're gonna have a rollover +3, which is gonna add 3 more tickets than normal, and we're gonna have a rollover ×2 to multiply the number of tickets by 2 if we land on that, right? So a couple of other things. Otherwise, then we've got this whole list of names here. Are y'all ready to see who's going to win this next? We've only got 3 more chances for y'all to win the tickets for the pet giveaway today. Let's see who gets it. Spin that wheel. Some heavyweights in the crowd, Link says. Absolutely right. Looks like Carol Sterling. All right, congratulations. Woohoo! And if I remember correctly, you're a fairly new player to DFK, aren't you? That's good. Maybe you'll win a pet. Won't that be exciting to have a pet so early? Well, I guess you could still get one yourself. But I know that you're new. Yeah, congratulations. I've got your wallet address from the other day when you won. So we're just going to do the giveaway, or we're going to give that to you a little bit later today, but I'm going to make a note here that you have 1 ticket for today. We're going to do 2 more giveaways of this wheel. Thanks so much. Absolutely. Yeah, congratulations. Link says, if I win something, I will match it and give away a Gen 1. Oh my goodness. Link in the house with the giveaways. Nice. In a way, I guess we kind of hope that Link might win there. So there are 2 more chances to win, right? So at this very moment, it is about 2:30 p.m. my time. We have a 3:30 giveaway. Again, just giving away the tickets. For those of y'all that are a little bit new to my channel, I know some of y'all don't watch very regularly. So at this very moment, what we are winning is we are winning these Rock 808 Play to Earn reward tickets. These are NFTs. I will send these to your wallets. You can hold them in your wallet. It's on the Polygon blockchain. And in fact, I think, Brito, you want me to help you to see where this thing is that I sent you the other day? So right after I explain this, I can show you where to find these in your wallet if you don't know. So these are on the Polygon blockchain just because that's where I'd had them when I was doing sandbox stuff. And it doesn't really matter where they're located. But you will find them on OpenSea. If you want to check there, we'll take a look in just a minute where you can find them. And you can collect these. So we've got a few owners, and I did take a look at this 2000, who owns this 2000. This is just another one of my accounts. I didn't recognize the wallet address at first, but this is a wallet account for one of our, let's see, it's 7C0. And I think that's one of my, is it this account over here? One of these accounts. I don't see it right there. I think it's my testing account. Anyway, this is not another player, but we do have some other people that have been collecting these over some time. So y'all could hold on to these tickets if you want to hold on to them for something in the future. But we're going to have another spin of the wheel in 1 hour from now at 3:30 and another spin of the wheel at 4:30. And we're going to give away these tickets. So that's what we're giving away right now. And then right after we spin the wheel at 4:30, so in another 2 hours from now, you can put these tickets into the raffle to win the pet. And that's how that's working right here. So congratulations, Carol, for winning that. And we got 2 more giveaways in an hour each. If y'all want to lurk a little bit more, you can. Just make sure you come back at those hours. Otherwise, if you want to chat a little bit, you can. And Brito, let me go ahead and show you where your thing is. You found them. Good. Okay. Just in case you don't know, or just in case we got another viewer that doesn't know how to find them, if you go to OpenSea.io, this is a Web3 account, so all you need to do is connect with your wallet, right? So your MetaMask wallet, whatever wallet address you're giving me, you'd want to come in here and connect your wallet to OpenSea here, and then you have collected NFTs, and these are ones that you want to display publicly. So anybody who's coming to your name, in fact, if I click on this or this, no, maybe not. There is a way that you can go and look at what someone else has in their NFT wallet through here. And that will show openly right here. But there is a created favorites activity and more. And if you go under more, uh-oh, did I freeze? Hello. I hope I didn't freeze. Can y'all still hear me? Looks like my web browser probably froze up. Been noticing that I've been having a little bit of problems here with this. You're good? I'm glad to hear that. Although I'm clicking around in my web browser, I think my web browser is totally botched up from clicking some images or something. I'm not sure what's causing that. It just started happening recently. So I think what I need to do is I should not need to shut down the stream. We should be good. But I think I will need to shut down the web browser. So let's do that real quick. And then we're gonna get connected again right away. So we will see some little bit of disconnect from the web browser stuff here for a moment. Let's see. Google Chrome. And we'll be right back. Just got to fire that up again. I'm sure I'm still live. So let's go back to chat room here. And let's pull, let's see, that's my other thing. Let's come back over to here. Pull this back over. There we go. All right. Okay, and then let's get back into the wallet, and DFK chain is right. Oops, I need to redo this here. We can do that. Oh, did I do it properly? About to find out. Nope, I did not do it properly. There we go. Hopefully that did it. All right. We're back. So anyway, as I was saying, there is a, when you log in here, you can click onto the more, and under the more, there's a hidden tab. And that is where things go when you are, when people send you stuff. Like, so when I send you the little things, it's also where everything goes for spam as well. So if they don't know what's going on, it's, and this isn't my account anymore, so I can't get in there. The music is back. Yeah. Good. Anyway, that's where you'd find it, under the more hidden, and to find those things if you didn't know where to do it. I don't know where else to see that stuff right there. If you go and take a look at the bank and under NFTs, the bank doesn't really show NFTs from some of these things. And I'm a little disappointed that the bank isn't. But do any of y'all know? Some of y'all are a lot more savvy in this field than I am. Do we have another portfolio monitoring tool that not only has, you know, values and stuff for DeFi Kingdoms and looking at other wallet addresses there, but that also shows NFTs? Anyone familiar with any of that? Because what I'd really like to see is, you know, rather than having to go to OpenSea, I'd rather be able to just go to some place like this and look at NFTs in here or something. Anyway, we're good. We're good. So here's what we've got going on today. We're going to do 2 more giveaways. As we've said before, I've got a pet ready to hatch right here in the incubate. Oops, not under this account. Let's take a look at the other account. Under DFK3, the hatcher, the incubate eggs. So we've got this hatch blue pet egg right here, waiting right there. And that's what we're looking at coming up a little bit later. Chabrito, I'm glad that you were able to find those tickets in there. Let's see. Link is going to match if he wins. Very cool. Rita's also saying, nice DFK tunes on the background to set the stage. Absolutely right. I thought we would try to do a little bit more of that. I'd like to get a more of a long-term soundtrack, so when the website does go away, or if something happens there, like there's times when the music stops and I feel like I'd like for it to continue, and I can't think of what it is right off the bat. Is it going into the docs maybe, or bridge tokens? Maybe this is it. Yeah, so when we go into bridge tokens or something like that, then the music stops. And I don't want that to happen, especially live on a live stream. We want that consistent flow of the music through the whole experience of the stream, right? So what I need to do is I need to find a like a playlist that's not tied to this specific page, and then I can just mute the music here and play the music through another audio device that'll have it coming through there. So guys, we did a summons. Was it this morning? I think it was this morning we did a summons. Our very first summons for this event to go after the Gen Zeros, and guess what we summoned? Let's hop over to this other account. Yep, it was this AM. Man, time seems to be flying by. I can't even remember if it was today or yesterday. I think splitting up these streams gives me a little bit of a challenge there. But we got a paladin, right? And this paladin right here, in fact, we summoned number, Control V. If y'all want to look this guy up, or girl up, I thought this was a pretty good summons for us today. We had a warrior, I think, and we found a knight out there. Let's see if we've got a link right here. I don't know if I can go back and go back and back again. Is it here? Yeah, this one right here. Let's compare. So we had our warrior fawn horse branch this morning, and we paired it up with this guy right here, Dreth Truth Grip, a knight priest. And the interesting thing about this, we just found him in the tavern, matched up with class warrior knight. We matched up the subclass wizard priest, just kind of almost randomly. I wasn't even trying to hunt that down. And we matched up an active 2 with basic 5 and basic 6. So that was a pretty good, yeah, nice result indeed. Zelf, hey, how are you doing, Zelf? Welcome on in. We're going to be doing our pet giveaway a little bit later today. Right now, we're just looking at a summons that I did earlier today. Yeah, we just my first summons of the summoning event, trying for those Gen Zeros, trying for some opportunities at those Gen Zeros. So anyway, we paired these two together, and we ended up with this one right here, Drew Creek Prowler. Creek Prowler. I love these last names. Paladin Wizard. It is a common, but we did get the Paladin. We hit on that. Summons of 5 of 5, so I guess that's okay. Right? But when we flip the card here, we see a Gardening and Blue Vitality and Green Strength. So what do you think of that as well? I thought that hit really nicely. For those of you that aren't too familiar with Paladins, they do make great gardeners. In fact, if we come over here to one of these infographics and take a quick peek at that, where are we going to find that? Right here. We can see that in the gardening profession, Paladins have 145 stat points to that, or could have, and they're only beat out by Sage at 150. So Paladins do make great gardeners. And Wisdom and Vitality are two of the stats we really want for gardening. When we look at the growth rate here, we can see that we've got a high vitality here for this paladin, also a high strength, and of course our strength is also green, hit on that as well. So I think this guy's going to make a really good gardener and a really good paladin. What do y'all think? Worm369 says, could you use the DFK music on Spotify? I possibly could, Worm. That's a really good suggestion. I think I need to talk to some other people, maybe the DFK devs specifically, about that maybe a little bit more carefully, because I'm sure the music is copyrighted, and I'm sure that they probably wouldn't care. So it's probably not going to be that big of a deal. They're probably going to say, yes, go for it. But also, I just want to make sure that I'm going through the proper channel. So I think that's what I need to do first. If it's here, and if it's in the game, then I don't feel so bad about it, because it is in the game, right? And it's just part of what you get when you get the game. But if I'm going to be pulling it off of Spotify, I think I want to be a little bit more careful with respecting copyright ownerships and all that kind of stuff, you know? And like I said, I don't think it's going to be any big deal. I'm sure that they're going to say, oh yeah, please do, go for it. Yes, you have permission. But I still do want to actually get official permission, right? Let's see here. Vito says, what you can do is open up the DFK site a second time and mute. Oh, that is true. That's a good idea, Brito. Hadn't thought about that. But that is definitely something that we could do. However, I think it still might be a little bit of an issue, because what happens sometimes, like when I'm over here on OpenSea and I'm transferring the tickets and all that other kind of stuff, then I have to get off of the Polygon, or I have to get over to the Polygon blockchain. And as you can see here, as soon as I move over to the Polygon blockchain, then the music stops there as well, right? So, and that would happen on any window, anywhere, even if it was not the main window, right? So we have to keep that in the track. So I do really need a different source for that audio coming through. Yeah. Self, how are you doing today? What are you up to? And actually, let me hear from some of y'all as far as what you're doing today. We've got a lot of good DeFi Kingdoms community with us. Worm369, Zelf, Brito, Born to Die. Welcome on in. Oh, speaking of Born to Die, you know, I was just talking with you the other day about DFK Quester, right? So one of the things that we do want to do on my stream on a regular basis is we want to go through people's Discords and just say hi to these people, right? Part of what I do on my stream is hopefully keep everybody up to date with what's going on in different Discords. I'm going to assume that most of y'all here in chat right now are kind of already doing that on your own. But we do like to look at announcements. Well, that's taking a little bit of time to load, isn't it? Let me pull that off to another screen for a minute and just kind of baby that along. Until that happens, we can continue to do some stuff over here. All right, there we go, I guess. So let's see what we got. Yeah. So let's pull this back over for a minute. So DFK Quester, Born to Die project right here. And we do have some announcements. Awesome. So let's check out what some of these announcements are. And let's see, let's get caught up down at the bottom of this. So let's see. Oh, wow. Right. I remember Christian Peters got some really good stuff coming out also. Everyone, check out the interview I had with Christian. Thanks for having me on and welcome back. Yes, indeed. I had to send Christian a little message as well saying, you know, thanks for coming back here. Really looks cool. And I've been missing his DFK content for months now. He's been away from YouTube for a while. So, of course, I haven't had a chance to look at this video yet. But after my stream today, I'm definitely going to be catching up with a couple things. I think Crypto Grady has a new video out yesterday that I didn't get a chance to look at yet. And, of course, it looks like Christian had maybe 2 videos I haven't seen in the last 2 days. But definitely check that out. And if y'all are not looking at these things here, let's check out YouTube video. And we've got it muted right at the moment. But we're going to Control C and Control V and just paste that here in chat for y'all. DFK Quester. Amazing time-saving utility. And of course, if y'all are familiar with Christian's video content, I think it's really well put together. I really like his videos. Plus, thankfully, what are we looking at here? Show more. Thankfully, we've even got chapters in there, which really helps out. Every now and then on some of my more well put together videos, I like to do this kind of thing also. So let's take a look at what we got. SoCal meetup, really? Is there going to be a meetup coming? That sounds pretty good. Public lookup tool, inventory tokens, connecting wallet security. That's really cool. Bridging heroes, setting names. Wow, this is got a lot of good stuff. Bridging hero continuation, official contract verifications, which is important. Tavern pages, filtering records, purchasing from the tavern, quick comparisons via Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms, filtering, Quester tools, gas settings. So it looks like this is written in DFK Quester community. So really good. I would recommend if y'all haven't watched this yet. It is on my list of videos to watch. I'm just going to pause it for now because I definitely want to come back and take a look at all that a little bit later. But if y'all are not subscribed to that video, then you definitely want to subscribe to Christian and check out some of that new content. So, or did I? If you're still here in chat active, I'm kind of curious as to what some of the most interesting points of your interview with Christian were. If you're still hanging out and around. Of course, I'm sure we'll all watch the video, but what did you personally enjoy most about that interview, or that you would say is maybe one of the most relevant things that was brought up? Just as a little teaser before we get started with that. Although most of y'all have probably already watched it, I'm going to guess. Let's see, Brito says, with gardeners and miners, you can really see the impact of stats on your yield. Yes, you can. It's amazing how those higher stats really do bring in more funds. In fact, I will go ahead and kind of show y'all a little bit. I don't show this too often. I'm not trying to hide it from y'all, but it's just, I mean, y'all know I'm doing this. It's just, it's not showing it very much. But I've got this little spreadsheet where day after day I keep up with how much we're gaining in gas fees and in crystal tokens and in gold, and how many heroes we have on these accounts. And I've got 3 accounts that I'm doing that with. I'm doing that with a Rock 808 account, a Rock Test account, and I've also got this little play to earn investment account. This is the communities account also. And so we're just keeping track of all of the gains from all that stuff. And I will say that these gains really does matter on that when you are, or once you're leveling up those heroes and they get a little bit higher stats. It's really very important to do. It's Saturdays, Elf says. Absolutely. Looks like a PC I ordered is out for delivery a lot sooner than expected. I'm stoked. Woohoo! Oh, Zabu, we've got a name for you that's been updated. Nice. Glad you got that name fixed. So, Zabu, is this a kind of like a high-level gaming PC that you've ordered and now is coming in sooner? That's pretty cool. Mystical Meows, hello again. Glad to see that you're still here and hanging out. I know that you had to do some things today, so I'm glad that you are able to jump in a little bit here and there for chat. That's awesome. Let's see, Born to Die. Yeah, main thing was the questing tool. Yep. Interview was done over a month ago. Oh my goodness, really? So I've added a lot more stuff since then. Still a great video, amazing edit. Yeah, Christian really does some very well put together videos. It's another reason that I'm excited to see him back in the DFK space. I need to start putting together some shorter videos myself, but again, I don't know how polished my videos are going to be. And some of these people out there, some of these content creators are really, really good at this kind of stuff. Christian is definitely one of those. Let's see. So that interview was done a long time ago, really. And so, yeah, I know that you've been working on that a lot. I mean, we check out your Discord every now and then. I think that we haven't seen too much of updates recently, but it does look like you've got a lot of good stuff coming out. I think this is one of the last ones that I saw right there, which I really like. Also, the look of this with the information there. Yeah, that's really good. Especially, you know, something else as far as this goes, Born to Die, does your tools show the full history all the way back to the Gen Zeros that had originally spawned it, or is it just one level back to the parents? I can't tell specifically from this. Oh, this is just sales. This is sales history. This isn't parents. This is just sales history. Okay, which is very good also. I kind of like that as well. Let's see. Born to Die says everything that the DFK API has. Oh, nice. Very cool. Sabu says it's a refurbished Dell Office PC that I'm going to throw in a GPU. Scored a good deal on it. Has good component already for $190. Oh my goodness, that is a really good deal there. So while we've got Born to Die in the house, let's check out a couple of other things as well. So if you haven't seen the video from Christian yet, definitely want to say fire to that, and also maybe Purple Flame. Then we want to check out the mini updates here. Each ID is now a tab in the hero viewer. Oh, interesting. Page that can also convert Serendale IDs to Crystal and vice versa. No more counting those zeros. Thank you very much, Born to Die. I hate counting those zeros. Although I feel like I've gotten fairly good at it now. Can I zoom in on this picture a little bit and see a little bit more about it? So I guess one of the things we could do is we could just go right to the live page and take a look. But that's really cool. So we get a hero viewer separated by commas, which is really nice there as well, to do maybe some good comparisons. That sounds good. Heroes are now fully animated. Oh yeah, with all of their animation stuff. That's pretty cool as well. And frequently asked questions. Let's see what you've got in there. This is new from yesterday. What is DFK Quester? Is it a bot? I'm not going to read the entire thing here. What are the requirements? Service safe. Of course, never give out some certain bits of information. And let's see, premium, but it does look, I think it's free for right now, right? The goal is to have one free tool for every premium tool. Yeah. Currently free, while in beta. Yeah. So take a look at this. Absolutely. See what Born to Die is putting in. A lot of time and effort. In fact, Born to Die, how much time do you think you're putting in on a weekly basis into this? Will you be applying for the builder dev and get verified by the devs? Yes. Once more safety guides and messages on the website. I plan to do a little bit of development with DFK myself. I've done a lot of coding in the past as some of y'all might have heard before, but my coding experience is very light, and I've been doing a lot of, and most of my coding was, over 10 years ago. So I'm not totally brushed up on all the new stuff, and definitely have not done any blockchain coding or any Solidity stuff, anything like that, or Web3. And so I'm trying to figure out, I would like to have an hour of this stream, not this stream today, but an hour of my daily stream time I want to dedicate to teaching new people how to do some coding, and even specifically maybe how to write a little mini game for DFK. All right, so we can write some kind of a little mini game for it, and maybe the idea will be that we can get a few more people to start creating for DeFi Kingdoms. And I think that'll be good. But a lot of it, at least here in the beginning, is going to be my own learning for how to interact with DeFi Kingdoms and so on. So Born to Die, I know you. I saw a video from Christian recently that said that he, in the last several months, had gotten a little bit more into programming and maybe Solidity, and got something that he was doing working with MetaMask, and really excited about that. So maybe I need to reach out to him as well. But one thing that I think I might try to do, if y'all have some like beginner's guides to say, hey, here's where to start, and here's a hello world type thing, just to get started or interact a little bit, I would love a couple of links. And then also, whatever I'm learning, I think that I'm going to be sharing on live stream as well. So maybe we can get some more people to do that stuff too. But I think that'll be really good for the entire community. Rito says, amazing video. Even when it's a bit out of date, Christian coming back is one more plus for the DFK community. Absolutely. Community can really pull through this bear market. Yeah. I think as long as more content is getting out and we're getting hyped up about this new stuff that's coming out, I cannot wait. Guys, what do y'all think is going to get released on Halloween? Right? Halloween is the next release for DFK devs. Do we have any speculation on exactly what is going to get released? I have some thoughts myself, but I want to ask y'all first before I jump in there. Let's see, minimum of 60 hours a week. Born to Die is a machine on that. That is a full-time, that's like full-time job and a half, right? That is a lot of hours a week. Wow. Yeah, that is very appreciated, Born to Die. I mean, all of that going to the community for tools that we can be using right now. It's amazing. He's also building a tool. That's very good. I'm going to chat with him next week about it. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. I think I would want to start off myself with something really small just to connect and maybe get kind of like a, I don't want to say a portfolio viewer or something like that, but something real simple that does real simple interaction. And then we can build onto that. I'd love to work on a little mini game. I think that would be kind of cool also. And then I would also like to get my rewards tickets, all these tickets that we're seeing here. And actually this isn't even it, but the little rewards tickets, I'd like to get somehow implemented a little bit more into DeFi Kingdoms. You know, I know that the Team Goose, for example, has their own token on the DeFi Kingdoms chain. And I'm thinking, what or how cool would that be if we had the Rock 808 rewards, you know, tickets as a token on the DFK chain as well, right? So we don't have to go to the Polygon chain and we don't have to do all that kind of stuff. You can actually see those reward tickets right there in the DFK chain. So that's something else that I'd kind of like to do for us here. And then maybe even have the ability, because right now I'm needing to manually handle those reward tickets a little bit more, but I'd like to be able to automate that reward ticket so we can do better at the reward stuff. And giving y'all things through that. So Brito says, and Worm says, dark summoning. Yes, dark summoning for Halloween would be perfect timing, and that's the biggest thing that I think is just about guaranteed for the 31st. I also feel dark summoning has got to be a guarantee for Halloween. I can't see how it's not going to be there for Halloween. One of the things that I'm a little uncertain about is Sea Jewel, right? I've heard Sea Jewel is on the top of their priority list. And I do not doubt that. I mean, I've seen some of the devs talk about that before. So Sea Jewel is at the top of the priority list. But being, quote, at the top of the priority list does not guarantee that it's going to be finished by Halloween, necessarily. I think that it will be. So I am fairly confident. In fact, I'm betting on Sea Jewel being ready by Halloween. If it's not, and if I have to wait another 2 weeks, oh, that's going to be painful. Because I have some funds sitting off on the sideline right now in Jewel. It's in Jewel. It's not even in X Jewel. It is in Jewel. 10,000 or almost 11,000 Jewel is waiting to get into the Sea Jeweler right off the bat. And if I have to leave that another 2 weeks after the 31st, yikes. Because this is not in the liquidity pool right now. It's just sitting out. So that is a little crazy. But I think Sea Jewel is coming, and I have a good feeling about it being on the 31st, but I'm not nearly as confident as I am about Dark Summoning. See, 97A, you were talking about wanting to list pets by certain attributes earlier today. What about a tool for that? Oh yes, that would be really cool. That's a good idea, 987A. One of the things that I wanted to do was be able to search pets by a type. So if we're coming into pets and we're looking at the pet catalogs, then I want to see all of the penguins, for example. How can I see all of the penguins? How can I see all of the basilisks? That kind of thing, right? And so maybe that would be a tool that I could work on writing as far as that goes. Right now we have some ability coming up into this thing here. We can say if it's for sale or not, or rarity, or bonus counts. We can say if there's bonuses to gardening or blacksmithing, but we don't have a way to search by pet names or types of pet, right? So that'll be kind of cool. Yeah. Let's see. Let me know if you have any questions. Absolutely, Born to Die. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the community. I think that's spectacular that you are able to put aside so much time to help build things, especially in this market that's struggling right now where we're not making a lot of money. I mean, it's totally different in a booming economy to put some time and energy into something when we're in a bull market. Everybody's making a lot of money, feeling really good about stuff. But those of us that are continuing to push through a bear market here, I really want to see a lot of success for everybody who's hanging around and doing stuff. All right, let's see. We got about 15 more minutes until our next drawing of the day. So what are we going to do for the next 15 minutes? Let's see here. I think we could go ahead and look at a few other people's Discords and just verify what we're doing in here. So let's check out first DeFi Kingdoms Discord up to the announcements. So yesterday, Bullen says, as announced on our AMA the previous day, our first Serendale Gen Zero giveaway qualifications has begun. Retroactive to midnight Eastern on October the 18th, we are starting a summoning event. So I think all of us here by now know about the summoning event. So I haven't been too eager to jump on that necessarily. We did our first summons today. Each summon will be one entry in the raffle, and tracking will be starting from midnight on October the 18th until November the 15th. So we've got a long time, I think 3 more weeks to do summons to get those raffle tickets. So the more summons you can do, the better off you're going to be there. This raffle will be for 50 Serendale 2.0 Gen Zero heroes. These are going to be Gen Zero heroes that we haven't seen before on the Clayton blockchain, right? Awesome. This particular qualifier is for regular summoning in Crystal Veil only, so just the regular type of summoning that we're doing. I think everyone's aware of that. And it does not include dark summoning, but dark summoning will be announced soon when it's ready. And from what I hear, dark summoning is probably going to allow or give more tickets, is my guess. Only because I think they really want to promote dark summoning a lot. They might give more than just one entry for dark summoning. It does mean that you're going to have to burn some heroes for that, right? What's the ET on the Carver away from the PC? Let's check on that real quick. Sabu, that's another good thing about being here with us live, right? You can always ask me to look into something. Hey, what are we looking like over there? Let's check this out over here. Brito says about 3 days. Let's check this out here. It's probably right. Yeah, 3 days, 4 hours is what it looks like. Until we get the Stone Carver back. Something else that reminds me of, guys, I think Crypto Grady had touched on this as well. There was a stream that he and I were doing together not too long ago where we were looking at the prices of some things. And what I want to do right here is look at this also. Let's take a look at DFK lesser mite crystals. Not lesser mite crystals, lesser mite stones compared with Jewel. Right? So some of y'all have been around for a lot longer than I have, looking at specifically Stone Carver stuff, right? And I was talking to somebody a day or two ago, and I forget who it was now. This was besides talking to Crypto Grady about this. Although I think I was talking to him about exactly the same topic. But we were talking about the Stone Carver coming in, and there's spikes in the prices when the Stone Carver leaves. So when the Stone Carver's here, we have I guess a lot more supply of those stones, and so the price goes down, and then when Stone Carver leaves, we see big spikes, right? And I think that's what we see right here, possibly. But then recently, we saw the Stone Carver gone for 7 days, and even during the time period that the Stone Carver was gone right here, we saw a reduction in the price of those stones. And then here recently, we've seen a little bit more of an uptrend over the last couple of days here, right? It's the 22nd now, so starting at the maybe 19th. I don't know if the Stone Carver left on the 19th or not, maybe so. We've seen a little bit of an uptrend right here. But not as much as we saw back here for these big spikes. I'm actually glad to see that they're not as expensive as they had been in the past. Sometimes I feel like spending, $5 on a single enhancement stone seems to be a little much. So something here like $1, $2, even $2 is quite a bit. $1, $1.50. But once you start adding up that and you're doing a lot of summons with those things, that could get really expensive over time. But my question to y'all that have been around for a little bit longer is this the type of price gain or rise that we would expect to see when the Stone Carver leaves? Maybe up from a bottom here of somewhere around 83 cents up to what, $1.17? And then also, what do you think about the prices that we've had in the past, shooting all the way up to, $2 and almost $3 for those stones? And this is the lesser mite stone as well. Do you think that we're going to see consistently lower prices now? Let's see. Zabu said, said dark summoning entries would be weighted for more. Yeah, I thought so. Very good. Frito says it was usually double the price a couple of days after the stone carver left. Not much so anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that myself, because like I said, in the past I've been a little shy of summoning, just because I want to make sure I understand a lot more before I dive too much into summoning, to make sure that I'm doing a lot of things. Like even right now, we're learning about how the active and passive and recessive genes are coming into play a little bit more. And I guess I feel like I don't want to jump into anything too quick and spend a bunch of money on summons, blow my wad on those summons there without fully understanding it a little bit more, and then a little bit later coming back and say, oh man, I wish I knew back then what I know now. And in a way, I'm kind of glad, because the stones were so much more expensive back here in, you know, September, early October. So I feel like now they're a little bit more affordable also, right? Yeah, I used to shoot for 2 times for the stones. Wow. The item price dropping is a bit worrying. You think it's a bit worrying, Frito? So I can certainly understand if y'all were buying at a low that was higher than it is now and planning to sell at a higher here. But one thing that I like to make sure to think about for myself is my brain seems to focus a lot on new players. And I not only like to help new players, but I also like to just think about the game in a new player perspective as well. And to me, it seems like new players are going to be able to more easily and readily jump into a game if the initial costs aren't that high, right? You don't want to price out your new people. Like, I remember I was looking at Townstar, another NFT game through Gala Games, and that was one of the very first things. I had just found Sandbox, and I was really appreciating Sandbox for a metaverse, but in my first week or two of finding Sandbox, it wasn't playable at that time, and I wanted to play a NFT play to earn game. And so I looked around at some other playable things that were playable right then, and I found Townstar somewhere around in like September, October of last year. And as I started to look into that, you could buy these NFTs that helped you build your town, right? And if you owned a couple of these special NFTs, like a special watering tower or a special, harvester for, garden stuff, then it made your income or your profits higher, which of course, that's what we all want. But there was this one watering tower. In fact, it was a pretty cheap watering tower that was $20,000 US. And at that time, I hadn't gotten into any other blockchain game yet at that time. So I was looking into this. I was saying, wow, this is, and there wasn't a lot of other options at this time either, right? I hadn't found DeFi Kingdoms yet. Sandbox wasn't playable. Decentraland wasn't playable. None of this stuff was really playable. And so I was like, okay, well, here's Gala Games. It feels like they're going to be a AAA game company. I kind of feel like I can trust them as opposed to some of these other maybe more shady things that are going on. And so I was like, okay, let's just jump into this. We're going to pay $20,000 for this watering well type of thing, this water tower. And the day before I put $20,000 into Townstar, something happened. And I think it was Sandbox caught my attention, or there was a video out that came about Sandbox that caught my attention so much that I thought, I think I'm going to put that $20,000 into Sandbox instead of Townstar. And I'm so glad that I did, because even though Townstar probably could have been a really good game for blockchain and so on, it has not performed very well, I think, compared to some other games. And the game itself is probably not quite as interesting to me as things like DFK or Sandbox or something like that, right? So I'm glad. And then also the value of some of those NFTs really shot down quickly after that. So if I would have put 20,000 into Townstar, I would have lost a lot of money within the first couple of months from that. So I'm definitely glad that I avoided that bullet. There's plenty of other bullets to get hit by. All right, we've got 5 more minutes until the next drawing. Let's see what's going on here in chat. Let's see. Yeah, price is dropping. So anyway, Brito, to quickly get back on track with the question there. So what I was getting at there with like a $20,000 price for to get into Townstar, if that's one of the cheapest NFTs, it's going to be bringing something to the game. That's very expensive for most people to jump in, right? And so for me, and if I'm thinking about the growth of the game and having, you know, hundreds of thousands of users and players, I think that having lower priced items is going to be better for the community, right? And then those of us that want to try to, quote, you know, get rich, rather than buying one hero, or rather than buying one of an item or two of an item, it just means we have to buy 100 of them, which I'm fine with that. I'd rather own 100 of something anyway than one of something. It's easier to work with, and of course, as long as we have automation tools that help us manage 100 heroes and all this kind of stuff as well, I think that would be good. But if it means that we can have 100,000 players more easily at these lower costs, I think that's good, actually. Joshua Burton says, "Hey buddy, I've been pressure washing the deck and house. I had to take a break and come say hi." Joshua, you came in at just the right time. In about 3 more minutes, we are going to do our second giveaway of the day for these raffle tickets to win the pet. The pet is going to be given away in about an hour from now. So glad that you're here. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. See, Brito says, "Yeah, it was an awesome way to make some jewels." Indeed. Yeah, certainly we want to be making some money, but maybe rather than just selling 1 stone, would sell 10 stones, right? Just multiply what we used to do times 10, and then maybe that would be a little bit better thing to do here. Not selling items for USD, just selling for jewel, and that's true too. Yeah, so we're probably making smaller amounts of money on each different trade. Got into that late, squeezed a little extra by buying health, mana, stamina. Yeah. I think I'm kind of a little late into the game as well, where the stuff that I'm doing is like I feel like I'm just a week or a couple of weeks or a month behind the big trends. And by the time I'm ready to do some things like summoning or pets or something like that, it's already been about a month. And I'm having a little difficult time absorbing all of the information that I need. Brito says, take milkweed, for example. It used to be 0.7 jewel. Not like it's not it's what, like 9 cents. Shimmer skin was 0.3. Now it's 0.04. We need more utility for these items if we want to stay in the economy. Yeah, I think the economy can sustain itself with lower prices, right? Economy would work just fine with a 0.04 shimmer skin as opposed to a 0.3. In other words, the economy does not need a 0.3 priced shimmer skin to survive. I don't think. A 0.04 would probably survive just as well. Just imagine thousands and thousands of more players in here. Then you'll have 1,000 more people trying to buy, and there will be a higher demand, right? But again, I think that could be okay to have lower priced items. It just means that there's going to be a little bit less of profit off of each individual sale. But when you multiply that by 100 sales or 1,000 sales, then I think that we're still going to have plenty of income over the course of a month. Worm says, I wonder if more players are providing liquidity than before. Yeah, when we content providers or content creators, like Grady is a great example, come in and say, oh, here's what I'm doing, I'm providing this liquidity, then I think a lot of people not only see that happening, and it happened also with RJ as another example. RJ said, here's how I'm making $30,000 in 2 months with these Gen 1 mining heroes. And as soon as he starts to show his content and all this kind of stuff, then a lot of people jump on that bandwagon that might not have jumped on that bandwagon before. Now, personally, I feel that's really good, and I don't plan to stop my content providing. And I heard Grady say he's not going to stop doing his thing either, right? Which I think is good. It just means that we might have to jump around and juggle things around a little bit when the word gets out, right? And I don't know if there's a way to hide what we're all doing, because everything is public on the blockchain, and there's so many people looking at so much stuff so closely. If someone is doing a lot of like sweeping the floor for mining heroes as an example, we're gonna all know about that soon enough, right? Let's see. Wonder if more players providing liquidity than before, that would keep the price down. Grady has enlightened a lot of players, yep, about that, which is great indeed. But of course, as we just described, it does mean that we've got to, move on to the next big thing, right? Lower prices are great to an extent for adoption, not the point of questing. Yeah, that's the one thing too. We definitely do not want the value of those items to go below what's worth even questing. However, I will say that would make a very interesting part of the game. If the value started to drop below questing, then some people would stop questing, right? And I think that's actually fine, because it would balance out with supply and demand. If some people are not making money from going and questing anymore, then those people might stop questing. And if they stop questing, then the supply will lower, because there won't be so many people questing and grabbing those items anymore, right? So I think it all balances out over time. It just means that some of us might need to change what we're doing. Maybe we would move from questing certain items to doing something different, right? But that's something I really like about this game, and the design of it is how intricate some of the pieces fit together. All right, guess what time it is? It's 3:30. Let's go ahead and do a little giveaway here. Let's pull up some names here. Let's get to... Let's see, where is it? I think it's this thing. We don't want to maximize that window though. Let's come on here. Let's make you a little bit smaller. Oh, I maximized the wrong window anyway. Didn't want to maximize the chat window. Here, let's put y'all back over here in chat. Put you back on the side there. What I wanted to do was find... Did that incognito window go away? Again? Yikes. Alright, so we need to set it up again. A new incognito window. 2. I think whenever I minimize this window, it just kind of vanishes. I need to keep that in mind. I'm going to log in with YouTube. Log into YouTube. Kind of have to give my phone passphrase again here. And log in with this account. Allow. All right, let's see. And unfortunately, it did reset from what y'all were seeing or doing a minute ago. So I think we're going to need people to say hellos again in chats, that kind of thing. All right. Joshua is here. Zabu is here. If you are here in chat, within the sound of my voice, let's say something, anything into chat right now. Get you on the list for the spinning of the wheel. Now is the time. Come on in. Mystical Meows is here. Worm is hello. Awesome. Nobel in the house. Joshua says, I'm headed back out. I'll catch the replay later. Got to take advantage of this good weather. Have a good one. Yeah, no worries, Joshua. And you did get yourself in, so do not worry. If you're still on the verge of walking out the door and you can hear me, you did get into this giveaway. Lurking is fine. Have a good one. Burrito is here. 9A, 7A present. Awesome. Very good. Anybody else? Born to Die is Born to Die still hanging out in the background somewhere. Who else might we have in the background? Zelf. If Zelf is still here hanging out with us, Carol hanging out with us. Who else might be here? Link. Bean. Anybody else? We're going to give y'all about another 60 seconds or so to race out of the kitchen or off the toilet, wherever you might be, in from the outdoors, come in to say hi, leaping over that furniture. Me just saying that reminds me, did I finish that story? I was about to start a story maybe an hour or 2 hours ago about why I keep saying that, and it's because I was watching some stream a while back. I think it was a Sandbox stream or it was some kind of other stream, and they were doing some kind of giveaway for something, whatever it was, and I remember having the computer in the living room, and I was listening to it there, and I was in the kitchen and I was preparing some food in the kitchen, and they said, all right, you've got so much time to get in here. And I remember myself racing out of the kitchen and leaping over the furniture to get in there and saying hi. So now I just kind of picture that. Picture y'all doing that every time we're doing giveaways here. Okay, I think that's plenty of time for y'all. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you are not. So we're gonna copy this. We're gonna pull this over to the wheel of names. There we go. So we've got our good friend Rollover. We've got 9A, 7A, Burrito B, Joshua, Nobel, Mystical Meows, Worm, 369, and Zabu in the house. Let's go ahead and copy those over. Control C. And Zelf just barely made it in. Nice, Zelf. We'll go ahead and include you. Just barely. Oh, you were so close to missing it. Wheel of Mortality. Yes, but you barely got in there. Glad to see you here. Let's go ahead and highlight all this. Control C, and now let's do Control V again. And we're going to put a couple of things. We're going to have a rollover +1. We'll add a rollover +4, and we're going to have a rollover ×2 right there. Okay, so we've got a couple of different rollovers in there. Other than that, everything looks good. Let's spin this wheel and see who's going to win this. Drum roll, please. And it is Zelf. Woohoo! Congratulations, Zelf. Nice, nice. Very good. So you have won a ticket for today as well. Carol won a little earlier. Zelf has won right now. And Zelf, if you don't mind, I'm going to just hold off on actually sending you your ticket right now. But I do have it marked on here. And you will be getting a ticket. I don't want to necessarily hop out of my onto a different blockchain and all that kind of stuff at the moment. But you are marked down here, along with Carol. Still have yours from a little earlier as well. So congratulations again. We have one more wheel to spin at 4:30, so in about an hour, a little less than an hour. We'll do one more wheel of who's ever here in chat, right? Who's ever here in chat, and then immediately after we do that wheel in an hour, we're going to see who wants to participate in the pet giveaway, and all of those people that want to participate here in the pet giveaway, they have to be present. You've got to be present to win. You've got to be here, and you can say, hey, I want to contribute my tickets that I've won to the pet giveaway. And then once we find out who all wants to be part of this pet giveaway, you can. And that way, the people that have been watching, if y'all have built up a couple of tickets over the last couple of days, if somebody for some reason can't be here today in an hour, then they will be able to apply those tickets to next week. And every Saturday for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be having some kind of a giveaway on Saturdays, which we will be building up tickets for all week long. And then on Saturday, we finally have this big giveaway. So today it is a pet hatching and a pet giveaway. I'm thinking next week is probably going to be a Gen 1 hero summoned, probably. That sounds about right. Probably do a Gen 1 next weekend. So if you want to spend your tickets here for this pet giveaway, you'll be able to do that in about an hour. Or if you want to hold on to those tickets to try to go for another prize either later on, or you're trying for something specific, you'll be able to do that as well. Let's see. Zelf says, didn't realize the video is 2 minutes behind. Is it 2 minutes behind? Just noticed chat video wasn't in sync. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's that far behind for most of us. It's possible that your thing got out of sync, and I have noticed that sometimes things do get out of sync. But if I say someone put the color blue into chat, let's see how long it takes for someone to put the color blue into chat. Yeah, that's about 16 seconds. Y'all are about 16 seconds behind me. So that's not too shabby. It's pretty quick. Pretty quick. Oh, you forgot to pause the stream too. Ah, yes. I think YouTube has a way to like listen in speed mode, right? You can set it to, you can come down to settings and you can go to normal speed. And I've started to listen to most streams either 1.5 or 2 times the speed as well. That has really helped me out with some stuff also, right? Let's see. Had a couple of phone calls, absolutely. All right. So we got 45 more minutes until our last giveaway or ticket handing out for the day. So let's see, what do we want to do here? I think we're going to try for a new summons, perhaps. I want to check out another summon opportunity. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's find out what kind of Generation 1s we have on hand right now. So if we look at this and we look at, let's see, Gen 1s. Let's go, Nobel says. Yes, let's go. And summons remaining, we're going to say 9 or 10 summons remaining. Let's say apply. And let's take out our Gen 0s because they're not quite ready to do a summons with. Let's apply that again. So we've got 4 heroes right here. Fawn is not really eligible. Fawn just had a summons this morning. So maybe we also need to have something like ignore cooldown. I don't know if that's even available through here or not. Probably not. Okay. But Fawn is not one that we could use. So which one should we do, guys? Should we do a warrior Gen 1, level 2. It's a common warrior with mining, luck and wisdom for some stats there. Should we take a closer look at that one? Or should we do a pirate? Gen 1 already has one summon used there, and that is an uncommon with mining and strength. Or should we do this one down here, Montserrat, a Gen 1 10 of 10. I think we summoned this one not too long ago ourselves. So we've got a rare Priest Seer, and we see that that priest is a gardening with wisdom and luck. I'm going to let y'all pick between these heroes here. We've got either Ingar, Posey, or Montserrat. Warrior mining, pirate mining, or priest gardening. What do y'all want to take a closer look at? You want to look at the priest first? Okay, so let's take a look at the priest. We've got a priest seer, and let's go ahead and take a look at that number a little closer up over into here. So we've got 26,444. Looking for a higher. We are going to look for a higher, but we are going to first just take a look at this thing right here. So we've got Montserrat is a rare priest seer gardening, and we have got right here, lesser enhancement stone was used. We've got blue gene stat there for luck. What have we got in the recessive genes? Priest, Seer, Knight, Knight. Seer, Warrior, Knight, Warrior. We've got gardening, foraging, wisdom, vitality, luck, endurance. We've got a few basic stats here in the active and passive genes. I don't really look at visual genetics a lot. I can't wait until I feel like there's more interesting things to do here for this. Some people really love it, so I don't want to talk too bad about it. I think it is kind of fun. And you know what? Even for myself, I have indeed found myself buying heroes based on looks, even though I don't really care about that too much, right? Specifically, one of the things, I do like these kind of wings right here. And one thing that I've found, if I do a reset on this and I look at all of my heroes, there was a time period when I was getting a lot of these like bald with some kind of various types of horns up here, and I just did not like the look of it anymore. And it just looked kind of boring to me, or maybe it was just too much of the same thing. Like here, these horns, and we see stuff like that maybe again. Although this, I think, is a special thing right there, maybe. I forget if that is kind of special. But here, maybe we're getting into, again, the same type of look with the horns, same type of look with the horns, again. Same type of look with horns and horns there. And it started to get too much for me. With all these very similar looks and things. And there was like no back, there's no wings, there's no extra stuff here. There was no, real interesting stuff. It was like, okay, I'm done. And so I started to get a little bit bored of that. And so now that we've got other more interesting things, some various types of wings and so on, I think it looks much more cool. Sabu says, my vote is pirate, pirate, or warrior, warrior, if you can find a monk, monk, or knight, knight. That's basic hair. For that, so that's a gleam spike. Okay, so not anything special right there. So Zabu says that we should be doing a, hello, Carol, how you doing? So Zabu says that we should probably be doing a pirate, warrior, if you can find a monk, knight. And Worm says, priest, do y'all have any preferences in that? I could go either way. If we're trying to look at this specific priest right here, if we are going to take this priest, then who could we find on the market? We could probably try to find a match with this in the subclass as well. If we're trying to find a priest seer, then we would maybe want something with a berserker subclass. What might be? Missed the 330. Ah, yes. Sorry about that. And you didn't miss it too long ago, but yeah, I think it's a little late for that. But we will be doing one more drawing in about 40 more minutes. So set your alarm clock, set your little timer. And in 40 minutes, we will have our last drawing of the day. And then that's also the time period when we're going to hatch the pet and give the pet away. So you definitely do not want to miss that if you're looking for the pet. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thanks for lurking in the background while you're doing some other stuff. I'm glad that you're here. Hanging out with us today on this Saturday. Let's see. So getting back to this, if we wanted to do something here, and again, for new people, we could come over here and check out the infographic. And if we wanted to scroll down a little bit and we're looking at classes, then we could see right here. If we're looking for, or if we have a priest, then what we really want is a wizard to match up with that priest. And then because we have a subclass of a seer, we could go for a berserker with that. Priest, I think the priest has mining, isn't that correct? Let's just double check this. So professions go gardening. Okay. So if we have a gardening profession and we are trying to do a wizard perhaps, then summoner might be something that we are shooting for. And if we scroll back up to here for our charts and we look at gardening, which maybe what we're hoping for is a gardener, summoner does make a pretty good gardener. So if we're shooting for that, that could be a good combination to go for, right? Let's see. Although Zabu is saying pirate, warrior, we could look into that as well. So let's take a quick look. Generation 1 heroes again, with quite a few summons remaining. And apply. So here, what have I got? It looks like for my generation 1s, I don't have anything like that. We've got a warrior priest and a priest seer are the other options. So does that make a difference to you? There's a pirate. So you want to go for the pirate and then maybe match that one up? I think that's what you could be saying. And if we're matching the pirate up, again, looking back over here at these charts, then we should be seeing the pirate and the monk get matched up for a ninja. Ninjas make good gardeners. We can see that by looking back over on this chart up here one more time and seeing that oops, I'm sorry, they make good fishers. They do not make good gardeners, if I remember correctly. They're kind of near the bottom of that, right? So, and what about ninjas and mining? Do not make very good miners, and I know that priest is a miner as well, or the pirate is a miner. If we flip that card, we've got mining right there. So we might want something like a fisher, maybe, to pair up. So taking a closer look at these, in fact, let's take a closer look at this one right here and compare, not these two together, but just look at them on the same screen. And then we'll do a comparison. Again, we're not really trying to match these guys up right now. That's not the purpose of this Too many zeros. There we go. Yeah, we're not trying to match these up. What we're trying to do is just be able to look at both of them at the same time to see what we've got. So we've got a pirate. Pirate is another potential option. Uncommon as opposed to a rare. And then down here, the priest that we have has got Seer Knight in the backgrounds, and then Seer Warrior. Here we've got a Pirate Thief, Pirate Berserker. There is another Pirate in Recessive 3 back there. And here we do have Gardening. Fishing is way back there. So if we were trying for a Ninja Fisher, it's possible, but I think some of this other stuff is going to get thrown in there quite a bit. We've got Mining in Recessive 2 and Mining Dominant. That could cause a little bit of a problem. If we're trying for a Ninja with Fishing also, then we'd also be looking for things like Luck and Agility, and I don't see any of those in here at all. So I might just not have a great hero set up for that. So when we look at this, does that change either of y'all's opinions, Zabu or Worm? If we compare these two ones that we have, which one of these two would y'all want to use in trying to find a mate when we're looking at this? I'm going to say I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards the priest in this particular case. But I'm not sure that it really matters too much. I'm sure we could find a good pair for either of them. I'll let somebody there in chat throw out a comment. Doesn't matter to me, Worm says. Should we do a flip of a coin to see? Let's do a, I guess we could do a wheel, right? We could do a wheel spin. Pirate or priest? Which is it? Spin that wheel. Oops. And let's also give it a few things there. I love this wheel. It's a lot of fun. Pirate. Looks like it's going to be a pirate. Just throwing out ideas. The best match, in my opinion, would be the one with the most possible mutations are the best. Yes. And so what we want to do now that we've picked on one of our pirates, I think we're going to be doing more summoning on a regular basis. The question right now is, which one of these of ours do we even want to start with? So it sounds like we're going to start with the pirate right here. So we'll do a Control-C, and we're going to paste that over here. So we've got that pirate. Now we need to find a pair or a match for this pirate. Right? And again, for new people, we can come over here to the infographic, and let me drop this into chat. I think most of y'all already are familiar with Stronghold's Expert website, but for the new people out there, we want to make it easy for them to get the stuff. And so with this website, we can come over here and we can scroll down and look at the class tree. We can see that we've got a pirate. We want to pair that with a monk to try to get this advanced class of a ninja. So we need monks, and because we have got a, where is it? Over here. Because we've got a pirate, then as Zabu was suggesting, maybe we want to find a monk. So let's go ahead and look in here, back to the tavern. And let's see if we can find in the agent, I'm sorry, not in the agent. I don't care about that. Let's go to the portal and go into Archdruid, infuse, add our hero right here, and we're going to be looking for our pirate right there. And then we want to match, we want to hire Posey, something. Let's reset that, and let's go for monk. And let's go for a generation 0 or 1. And we want some number of summons, I guess. Let's just start off with 6. Wow, there's only 1 there. This one looks fairly decent. Herman Distant Thunder. Nice name. Or Distant Hunter. Nice name. It's a monk. Generation 1, 9 of 10. And if we plug this in, let's check out this one. Worm says, do you have a ADFK subscription? No, but Worm, thanks for reminding me. I think, are going to do that maybe today. I'm wanting a subscription to Adventures in DeFi Kingdom. It finds matches for you next, and Next DFK Hero might also do the same. In fact, let's check this one out right here. But I've been meaning to get a subscription with ADFK for a long time now. So maybe now, like right now, is a good time to do that. Let's just plug in this number here first. So let's see. And let's do a compare. Here we go. So Posey Tinothrax compared with Herman the Distant Hunter, Pirate, Monk. Oh, here's a fishing. Nice, because we do want fishing ninjas. We do like that. So let's scroll down a little bit. Stat growth here. We have blue stat genes. And here we have not only blue stat genes, but a lesser enhancement stone. Does anything about enhancement stones get passed down to the children? I don't know enough about that to know if some aspect of it does or does not. Maybe if the parent hero is high enough level, then something with the throwing enough Gaia tiers at it allows us to pass stat points from the parent, or some type of level of stat points from the parent down to the child. Is that what I'm remembering? I'm sure y'all know way more about this than I do. But here's an opportunity for us to get Pirate match with Monk and Pirate match with Monk again. We've got a little bit of fishing in recessive 3 here, and we've got fishing in dominant and fishing in recessive there. So that's a decent amount of fishing. However, unfortunately, we've got mining, and another mining over here. That might not give us a good mining. Ninjas don't make particularly good miners. But let's see what else we've got. We've got some luck and agility. And on this side, we don't really have any luck, agility, which would be good for fishers. Over here, we do have some luck in recessive 3. We've got some agility there, but probably not a really great chance. We do see that we've got a passive 1 matching up with basic 4 and basic 3. So that could be good. And then Worm is reminding us that, yes, the percentages are below. So let's see what we've got here. The summoning chances. Ninjas, 14.06% right here for ninja. That is the kind of the floor level of getting that. There are some other things that we have percentages for. Look at this. We've got a little bit of a % chance for a Dark Knight or a Shapeshifter, which are also advanced classes. So that's not too shabby. I mean, that's a little bit better to get a couple more fractions of a % for this kind of thing. And then we've also got a 14.36 chance for a ninja subclass. That's nice as well. A little bit above the floor of 14%. There is a 42% chance for mining, but there is still a nice hefty 39% chance for fishing. So I think that's still pretty good. Not a lot of chance for this legendary or mythic. 2.56 and 6.1. That gives us about a 3% chance to get something better than a rare. Stat boost, 38% chance for a green luck, and that's going to be really good for a fisher if we want to go that route, which I think we do. We've got 38% chance for strength, 37%, wisdom, 37% chance for strength, and then a little bit for vitality and endurance. And none of that is great for fishers. We prefer to have agility or luck. We've got a 2.3% chance for agility and no luck with the blue boost. We can't win them all. Over here, for active 1 and active 2 and so on, we have got a very small chance for active 1 to be advanced 2 or 3. We've got a little better chance for active 2 to be advanced 3 with a 4.39%, and then a tiny something down here for advanced 1. We've got a decent chance at advanced 2 at almost 15% in passive 1 location, plus if we add the advanced 3 of almost another percent, that gives us a 15% chance for passive 1 to be something there of interest. And then not much for passive 2, but there is still something that exists at 0.02%. I haven't cared too much about the elements and the backgrounds. I think some people are matching up something with those, and I seem to remember hearing recently that there is something tied with an element and something else. Maybe it's just for duels, maybe it's for trying to get a whole collection of dual heroes set up where they're all in the same element, maybe something like that. Or even for Fight Club. Do they use elements in Fight Club, or am I thinking about some other aspect that Fight Club has? I'm not overly concerned about the visual appearance stuff here. We do have a 17% chance, though, or almost 18% chance for advanced 5 in hairstyle. And there's a little bit of hair color advanced stuff here. Spindle Horns has a little bit of a chance, which I think is advanced. Head App here. Griffin Wings. And Back App. Advanced 4 right there. Let's see, Worm says, yes, they do use elements in Fight Club as well, and duels. So that could be something where people are trying to make those combinations right there. But I'm not overly, for this thing here, I'm more interested in the summons just to get another summons done for the Gen Zero raffle stuff that we're doing. And not trying too hard to spend hours of time trying to piece these things together or worry about it getting it too close. So we also have stats 1 and 2 unknown. We've got a little bit for stat 1 unknown, 1.78%, almost 2% to get something. And then nothing, no chance for stat 2 unknown. And a few people were also mentioning that getting stats unknown 2 paired up is almost impossible, right? I don't know how that's gonna happen. Okay, so Worm, I think it was you. Do you have a DFK subscription? So do you think that we should worry about the DFK subscription right this moment and try to find something better than this? Or do you think the fact that I came in here and I did a search for Monk, and that is what we're going to try to match with our Pirate, do you think I did an okay job here with this one? Or do you think we might be able to find something better right now than that? Because there is only this one option. What's the number again? Yeah, let me copy paste. Control C, and oh, what's the number of my hero? That's, I think, what you want. So Posey, the one that we have is we have this, and the one that we're probably going to try to pair up with it, and thinking about pairing with that one. So that's what we're looking at right now. And if you think we can find something better in the Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms pairing, then I'll go ahead and get the subscription right now. Otherwise, we'll wait a little bit on the subscription, but I still do want to get that. If not today, then we'll get it tomorrow. But I definitely need to do that. And especially since we've got this summoning event going on right now, and I'm going to be doing a lot more summoning over the next couple of weeks, I think. And so we definitely want to take advantage of the best tools that are out there for finding pairs, matching pairs. Also, something I need to be keeping in mind while Worm is checking out some numbers for us, and I appreciate that. Let's also hire this hero in here, or at least bring it in, and let's see about how much it's going to cost us. It's going to cost us maybe about 70 crystal, 66 for this one specifically, but looks like we don't have any way to add new Gaia tiers, but I think I would like to add an enhancement stone to this pairing. Or do I want to? Maybe we don't care to. Well, I think we will anyway. I've heard of some people pairing up even commons and getting mythics out of that, and I guess it is possible with the percentages. We still have a pretty good chance of getting a ninja. So let's see. What do you think would make a good stone for a ninja? Let's check this out. If we're going to be shooting for a fisher, let's check out something up here, right here. So what we've got for fishers and ninjas specifically, we have some things like agility and luck are going to be good fishers. We might want a swiftness crystal for that, or we might want a fortune crystal for this right here. And then on top of that, we also see that ninjas here have really good dexterity and agility scores. And if, again, we're looking at agility scores right here, good for ninjas and good for fishers, then we probably want to be using a swiftness stone for that, right? So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So we need to have about 70 crystal. And here Worm is saying there's 13 heroes with mutation chances. So Worm, are those other heroes monk? Probably not. And then my question would be, are you seeing anything in those other mutations that would be more beneficial to us than trying to get a ninja, right? Because we have that possibility here with pirate, monk. We could get ninja. And if we're shooting with if we're going to also add a swiftness crystal to this as well, or swiftness stone with this, then we're really shooting for ninja stuff, right? As opposed to other stuff in the back. That's the only monk. So I'm going to kind of ask for a little bit of your maybe expertise, perhaps, or your thinking. Are any of the others that you see going to give us better possibilities of stuff? Like, if we're seeing several things that have some advanced stuff in active passive, is that going to really help us a lot in the next 4 months? Whereas a ninja, I feel, could be more helpful to us in the next 4 months. It looks like we also have some things here with hairstyles, back app, and some other stuff. Anybody else want to chime in on that as well? If this is the only monk for our pirate? What about the chances for fishing? Let's check that out one more time. 42% chance of mining profession, 39% chance for fisher. If we get a pirate in mining, that could be good. If we get a monk, and just about anything is going to be okay. And if we get the ninja, we really are looking for the fishing on that specifically. Too bad we can't throw a little bit of extra money one way or the other to kind of give a little bit of boost in a percentage. I guess we're doing a little bit of that with an enhancement stone. But I'm going to let y'all discuss it a little bit. Will significantly increase your chance for a monk. So Worm, I'm not necessarily sure we're trying too hard for a monk. What would it do for our chances to get a ninja? Oh, sorry, for a ninja. And it's going to significantly increase our chances. Okay. What about for fishing? Tell you what, let's take a look at what you've got there. Let's just see what you might have found here. Let's open a new tab up. Hero data. Let's compare that one with this one. And do a comparison there. So we've got Posey with this one right here. Monk, Priest with mining. And let's just jump right down. We've got some other things here. Looks like we've got enhancement stones. We've got monk stuff, basic stuff here. And if we scroll down, then here we've got a 17% chance for a primary class of a ninja. Although it drastically reduces our chance for a fisher. And mining substantially comes up, which again, ninjas don't make good miners, but you know, I keep saying she yeah, could be but you know, profession is such a small part of the game. I think that that's not going to matter too much once more the game comes out, and so having a ninja miner might be more of a concern today than it is in 6 months or a year or something like that, right? So I'm not overly concerned about that, but I do kind of feel that even with the significant chance higher for a ninja, I feel like we've still got a decent chance for the subclass to be a ninja as well. And then we have fishing at a quite a bit higher percentage. This is tough. I think, oh man, I think I'm going to pull the trigger on this one. Just because here I feel like we've got other things, even though we do have a higher percentage for ninja, we're certainly going to get a ninja miner, right? I mean, certainly we're getting mining. Worm comes in and says, I think the first one's better. That's good to hear, because I'm kind of thinking that too, and I didn't want to be totally off in my own thinking. But I do think that we've got some better options here. And I think we have a better chance of hoping for that ninja fisher, which we'd really like to go for. Okay, so that means that we need about 66 crystal, plus we need a swiftness, and I don't think we have a swiftness stone with us now. Oops, it's not what we wanted. Okay, so let's grab some into the marketplace. Trader. We're going to trade for some DFK, I guess lesser swiftness stone. We're just going to grab one of those real quick. Swap that out. Confirm. Confirm that on the blockchain. And then we're also going to choose crystal. And we need at least, let's say 50 crystal. Good luck, Brito says. Yes, good luck. You know, one of the things I think at some point in the future, and I'm going to be sad when it happens, but at some point in the future, I feel like people that are streaming this type of content, if we find a good hero that either for hire or sale or something like that, there's going to be stream snipers that are going to come and snatch it up a little bit quicker than we're doing stuff, right? I've thought about that, and I've thought, do I want to risk that for some things? And I've decided that there's not really much I can do about it, and I do want to be streaming DeFi Kingdoms content, although I might end up streaming for less hours and then making more videos that come out like later when they're posted. But I don't know yet, because I really would like to be streaming more. All right, so there we go. Let's get back to the portal. And Archdruid, infuse this crystal with our hero of Posey. So let's look for monks and pirates only. Apply. Posey is our first one. And hiring a hero with a monk, apply. Oops, and there's too many of those. So we wanted a generation 1, I think, with a bunch of summons. Apply. So here we got Herman there. Let's hire that one. Let's come in with an enhancement stone. We are looking for swiftness at this point, so we've got a swiftness stone, +4 agility, +3 to the primary stat, 66 cost there. Good luck! Andrew says, Brito says, they're all wishing us good luck. All right. Y'all know the routine, right? Let's get this thing confirmed on the blockchain first. And then, what we need to do here is we need to come out to the marketplace. And we've got a yellow flame on Saturdays. Saturdays are always yellow flames. And then we want to come to the little dog on Yellow Flame Day and click it. So he jumps up for our good luck. Different flame days, we might open up the box or tap on the horseshoe or click on the little chicken. But Yellow Flame Days, my superstition is going to be on the dog. All right, now that we've clicked on the dog for Yellow Flame Day, we can get back to the portal. We've got our good luck loaded. Let's open up this little hero crystal. Drum roll, please. I do need to get a sound effect. I guess it would help to confirm that in MetaMask, wouldn't it? Oh, man. All right, here we go. Worm with another good luck. Yes. Looks like we're going to summon this just in time for the next and the big raffle here. And then the pet giveaway is coming up in just a few minutes as well. Man, we're going to wrap up the stream with a bang. Look at what we have here. Interesting, interesting. So, not quite what we were expecting. Crypto Monete, welcome on in. Nobel with the good luck. Let's check out what we've got here. A seer monk. What's the likelihood that we would have gotten a seer out of that? Look at this. Look at this, guys. 0.77% chance to get that seer. Wow. Right. Looking at this, though, we do have an uncommon seer. Level 1, Gen 2, 8 of 8. And kind of a nice little aesthetic going on there with the wings. So what are we looking like for Seer? Seer Miner with strength. A purple strength, in fact. I don't know what to think of this right off the bat. So if we come over here and we look at, for example, right here, and we look at mining for Seers, all the way down here at the bottom, Crypto Monete says, I like it, send it to me. Better have all the advanced. It better have all the advanced. You know, we pulled a good paladin this morning. We pulled a really good paladin this morning. This is pretty mediocre. I mean, there are some things. Look at this, 32% growth strength for Seers. So it's not very big, and that is what we have in our purple, what am I thinking of? Bonuses here. So we've got the green and the blue bonus, for those that don't know what purple is. All in that one thing, which happens to be one of the worst traits for Seers at 32% growth rate. Yeah, and it's a miner, which of course is also has to do with the fact that Seers don't have good strength, which is required for mining. So, yeah, that was not too great. So let's let's take a look here at what we've got. A Seer Monk uncommon, and I'm just going to post this into chat so y'all can take a close look at it as well. We are going to look at some of the advanced stuff behind the scenes. Just summoned number B. There you go. You win some, you lose some, Breed B says. Absolutely, we do. Tell you what, let's go ahead and take this hero, though, and let's plug it into this thing here, where we can take a closer look at the advanced stuff behind the scenes and just see, did we get anything behind the scenes? Enimola Whitfallow. That sounds like that name just does not come out very well. Isn't like a fallow field one that doesn't grow anything? And then this kind of sounds like either anemone or ammonia is what I was thinking of. So ammonia, probably not good either, right? All right, let's check out a little bit what we've got down here. So this one has basics, 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 and basics. Everything is basic here. Basics on the stats, basics on this. Wow, man. Worm says, that's amazing. Almost the same chance as summoning a mythic. Oh, it is crazy. Brito says, I've got one called Full Swallow. That's crazy too. Yeah, this was not a good pull. I like the wings though. That is cool. And a Seer, I think the look of it overall does look pretty cool. But too bad it's just such a sucky little hero, I would say. Of course, I think some people say, no hero is a bad hero. I'm sure we could find a good use for him. This guy's going to be really good doing something. Maybe dark summoning. This will be one of our dark summoning heroes. Right? Thank you for providing yourself for a dark summoning. Start forming the line. Start forming the line. Okay. In the meantime, guess what time it is? It is 4:28. To the mines, Worm says. Indeed. And in fact, this is a miner. So, he, she, where are we seeing that? I think it's a she. I can definitely tell from here, right? Yeah. So we've got the female. So she is definitely a miner and is going to go to the mines and start mining something. But I also think that she is going to end up being one of the contributors for our dark summoning. Andy, hey, how are you doing, Andy? Long time no see. How are things going with you? Glad to see that you're back. You are just in time. Are you coming back to Sandbox? At some point I am, Andy. I still have a lot of faith in Sandbox stuff. Definitely coming back. Just doing DFK streaming for the moment. But yeah, we will be touching on Sandbox later. In fact, I'm even thinking about bringing DFK into the Sandbox. So maybe making some Sandbox experiences, some adventures in Sandbox game platform for DFK players, right? That's one of my ideas for kind of bridging the two communities together a little bit. I also think that eventually that DFK is going to add Polygon as a blockchain, and when that happens, I think integrating with Sandbox just seems to make the most sense. Sandbox is a massive player on the Polygon blockchain, and if DFK is going to end up moving there, which I can't imagine they wouldn't, then somehow some kind of integration with Sandbox seems like the only thing. In fact, Andy, I don't know if you're doing any experience developing for Sandbox right now or not, but I might want to touch base with you about what we could do to work together to create a DFK experience there, and maybe try to get something going for DFK players to integrate. So let's definitely chat about that if you've got some ideas, or if I might be able to talk you into some kind of collaboration. Anyway, let's see. We've got this one here, and it is time for our last giveaway of the day and our pet giveaway. We're going to hatch a pet, and we're going to give away a DFK pet here right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's pop back over to here. And if y'all have been speaking in the last few minutes, that is good. You did make it in time, Carol. Absolutely right. So we've got Andy, Andrew, Burrito, Crypto Monete, Carol, Nobel, Mystic Meows, and Worm all are on the list. If you are in the sound of my voice, now's the time to come in and say hello in the chat. Born to Die, hanging out in the background, lurking. We love all those lurkers back there. Crypto Monete coming back in, or has been back in for a little bit. Let's see, Lucky Duck. Yay, what's cooking? Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Lucky Duck. I've seen you participating in a couple of other streams recently. Glad to see that you're here also. We're giving away a pet. Almost right now, even. We're going to do one more spin first, and then we're going to see who's going to participate in the pet giveaway. Crypto Monete is here. Lucky Duck is here. We're getting all those people in. Subbed up. That's what we like to see. Oh, speaking of which, guys, by the way, YouTube likes to have likes and follows and all that kind of stuff. So if y'all would not mind liking this video and subscribing, subscriptions here on YouTube are free. So go ahead and like and subscribe the video and all that kind of stuff. That would really help out a lot as far as driving content and all that kind of thing. I am, yes, very cool. All right, guys, let's go ahead and give everyone just another maybe 10 or 15 seconds to speak out in chat, say hello. That's all you need to do to get your name on this list, and we're going to be giving away, or this will be your opportunity to get involved in the giveaway for the pet. Liked, thank you very much, Crypto Monete. Really appreciate it. Get those likes up there in value. Let's see, Control C. Let's go ahead and bring this over to the wheel of names. Paste. All right, there's no rollover. If we get a rollover this time, then we're just going to spin again. But I'm going to keep the rollover there. Control C to copy again. And we're going to go, oops, let's copy all this right here. Control C. All right, so we've got 9A7A, Andy, Sandbox, Andrew, N, Born to Die, Burrito, Carol, Crypto Monete, Nobel, Lucky Duck, Mystical Meows, Worm, and I don't see anybody else. Control V, Control V, Control V. Let's get those names in there. All right, let's spin this wheel. This is the last spin for who's winning tickets. Who's going to win the last ticket? Crypto Monete or Nobel? It's so close. Oh, Nobel. Nobel wins the last ticket of the day. Congratulations, Nobel. So, now that we've got all the tickets given out, Crypto Monete was so close, wasn't it? So this is the last ticket of the day, but now what we get to do is y'all can decide if you want to contribute your tickets for the pet, right? So what we've got is we've got a pet to give away. And where is that pet? I think it's hanging out over here in this other account. Or before we go over, yeah, we can go over there right now. So here's what we've got. In my pet catalog for my own pets, I opened up my very first blue egg a couple of days ago, and I got this lovely 4-star basilisk as the very first pet, rare, that I've ever opened and incubated right here. Little cutie. And now we have got another egg that we're going to open up, second egg I've ever done, and we're going to give it away. Right? So here in the marketplace, we've got the hatchery and the incubate eggs, and I've got another blue pet egg right here. Lucky Duck says, Grady and Rock, the voice of the DFK faithful. Absolutely. And it's y'all that help us motivate us to being here every day and all this kind of stuff. So thank y'all for being here and hanging out. Nobel says, spin that again, Rock. Really, spin it again? I think it's okay. I mean, you won a ticket, right? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Nobel. Let's see, but we are going to spin it again for the pet. Let's see. You got a lot of tickets, though, too? We could spin again. I mean, if you really, really want to, but in a way, I hate to do that. Should we spin again, Nobel? I'm leaving that up to you, but I mean, you won the ticket. Spin his name again. Oh, spin his, you know, that, maybe so. Spin the name again for the pet. Nobel, though, is very generous. Let's do it. All right, we're going to spin it again. Nobel says, give away my ticket. All right. Nobel's got a bunch of tickets already. So we are going to remove all instances of Nobel from the board. And believe it or not, we're going to go again. Let's go again. Nobel, you are getting in on the pet drawing, though, right? You're not going to give that up, I don't think. Let's spin this wheel one more time. Who's going to win? It is going to be, oh, look at this. Born to Die. Or Breed B, Born to Die, just barely. Whoop, whoop. All right. So we have Nobel to thank for that generosity right there. Born to Die. Okay. And Nobel says, yep, I'm in it for the pet. Nobel's got plenty of tickets, so doesn't need to worry about this one. We're being a little generous there and giving Born to Die another ticket there also. Sweet. Okay, so here's what we're doing at this point. Y'all have tickets. If you have 2 or more tickets, you can send those tickets to me. You can send them back to me. And that's gonna get you in the drawing for the pet egg. Right? Let's see. Here is my wallet address, and if y'all have problems finding these tickets, they're on the Polygon blockchain, and you can send them through OpenSea. If you're not very savvy with NFTs or OpenSea or all that kind of stuff yet, I don't mind working this out with y'all a little bit later. Here's my wallet address. So what we can do, Carol, yes, you don't know how to send your tickets. That's fine. And that's what I'm kind of getting at. I know some of y'all are new and you might not be sure where to find, like Brito wasn't really sure how to get to the NFTs a little bit earlier, and I don't want to pause the winning here or the pet stuff for some of y'all that are a little new and haven't pulled out or gone into that yet. The Mystical Meows, I know that you've got a couple of tickets. Carol, I know you've got a couple of tickets. And so, and also some of you might not be behind a computer where you can send that. So I'm going to trust y'all this time to, if you do win this, then we're going to, or I shouldn't say even if you win, if you're getting your name on this list, you're going to owe me 2 tickets and we can work that out a little bit later, right? So let's come over to the wheel of names. So I'm going to trust y'all. Who is going to get in on the tickets? I mean, who's going to get in on the pet winning? Go ahead and speak right now. Just say pets in chat. Or give me a pet or pets or something. So I think Carol Sterling wants one. And so we're going to do that if I can grab that. Oops, that's my wallet address. That's not the right thing there. There we go. Mystical Meows, I think, has got a couple of things. Who else? Mystical Meows, Crypto Monete. Crypto Monete, I know you have some things as well. All Things DFK. All Things DFK, I know that you would love to get in on the pets. However, do you have tickets for this? Because I haven't seen your name much in the last week. Nobel definitely has tickets. All Things DFK. If you want to reply back, no sir, not yet. I'm in I'm Robinhood. Oh, Robinhood. So Robinhood, I remember seeing your name a few places before. Do you have a wallet with at least 2 tickets in there? If you can show me that. If not, then we'll just have to wait until next week. Next week I'll be doing another giveaway. And for those of you that might not have tickets, then keep in mind that all through the week, so starting tomorrow up through next Saturday, we're going to do exactly the same thing. If you're hanging out with me here in chat, 6 times a day for the next 7 days, y'all are going to be able to win these tickets to get in on the drawing on the Saturday, right? So yeah, just hang out with me in chat, listen, be here, be part of the community, all that kind of stuff, and that will get you the tickets that you need. Yeah, don't worry about that. If it's down to Matic 9A 7A, I can send that stuff to you and I can help you out with a little bit of Matic. So I'm not overly worried about that. 9A 7A, you're around every day. You have 2 tickets. I know you do. So we're going to stick your name in there as well. If anybody else is having trouble finding their tickets, I can help you with that as well. Born to Die, you might have 2 tickets. I think you won some the other day. And then you won one just now as well. So did you win one the other day? Or do I just remember you from being here in chat? Because if you want to get on the pet, you're welcome to it. And then Nobel already sent off everything. Awesome. Nobel has got this stuff down. Pet Baby Brito B says, and Brito B, I do know that you have tickets as well. Because I sent you at least 2 yesterday. So you're in the running. Am I missing anybody? Mystical Meows, Carol, Nobel, Brito B, Crypto Monete, we've got you. 97A is sending tickets. Born to Die. I don't remember winning the other day. If you have a wallet address, do you know how to check your wallet address for things on Polygon? Or I can even look that up as well as who owns those tickets. I know that you have one right now that you got today that I haven't sent to you, so it's not really in your wallet. But then we can just check your wallet address for that. Do you know how to do it? I'm not sure I want to like pull up your wallet address on stream just because some people they don't like that. So you should be able to go to that NFT and you should be able to look up. I'll keep my tickets for now. My Rock 808 ticket is worth more than a pet. It could be. We're going to be giving away a Gen 1 hero next weekend for these same type of tickets. And so if you hold on to your tickets now, then next weekend there will be a Gen 1 to give away for these tickets as well. And we're going to have this, I think, hopefully we'll have this a little bit more polished and streamlined. But I don't see anybody else here in chat. If your name is not on this list and you want it to be and you've got the tickets, then let me know. Carol Sterling, Mystical Meows, Crypto Monete, Nobel, 9A7A, one of y'all, Breedo B, one of y'all is going to win a pet. Am I missing anybody? You got 30 seconds to speak up or you'll have to wait till next weekend. Let's see. Okay, this is it. Spin the wheel. Let's tell you what, let's Control C and, oh, you know what we're going to do? Oh, here's a better thing. Here's what else we're going to do, guys. Something I learned to help to draw out this a little bit longer, because I do want to kind of draw it out. Spinning your name this time is not a winner. It means we're going to take your name out of the list. So the last person standing is going to be the person who wins. The last person standing is going to win. Okay? So whoever spins here, they go out. We're going to spin again. The next person goes out. We're going to spin again. The next person goes out until the final person is there. Good luck, fam. Here we go. Let's spin this wheel. Who's it going to be first? First person out of the list is... oh, Crypto Monete. Oh man, elimination is so much fun. Remove all instances. Crypto Monete is out. All right. Yes, elimination is so much more fun, I think. So here we go. Next person here is... spin the wheel. Let's see who's left. Andrew, you got a great one yesterday. That was fun. All right, here we go. It looks like it's going to be Nobel is out of the running for the pet for today. Remove all instances. Boom. Okay. Let's go, go, go. Let's, in fact, let's take this and let's paste this a little bit more. A few more times. Let's run with this. Spin the wheel. Who's it going to be? And who is out next? Carol Sterling out. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for playing. We will be doing more of this soon. Oh no, she says. Spin the wheel again. Who's our next person who's out? Oh, the suspense. No, is it going to be? I'm so close. Oh my goodness. 9A, 7A. That was so close. Remove all instances. 9A, 7A. We're getting down to the wire. Who have we got? It's only... oh, look at this. It's only Mystical Meows or Breedo B. Whoa. Let's highlight that. Oops, oops, oops. That's not what I want to do. Hang on a second. I just want to highlight one copy of y'all's name. And then we're going to paste, 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 paste. All right, one of these winners. So what we're going to do this time, since we're down to 2 names, the person that I pull this time is the winner. All right, let's make sure that that's clear. The person whose name I pull this time is the winner of the pet. All right, Mystical Meows, Breedo B, come down to y'all. Who is the winner? Good luck. Good luck, fam. The winner is... oh, it's so close. Look at that. Breedo B is the winner. Congratulations. We have a winner right here. Breedo B. You're about to win a newly hatched pet. Congratulations. All right, let's see what you won. So let's get back into here. Congratulations, Burrito B. DFK chain. Let's refresh this. What are you winning? Now the suspense continues. Hatching the pet. Incubate the eggs. Hatching the blue pet. Tell you what we're going to do for you. We're also... Burrito, do you have a superstition that you like to do here? Otherwise, I'm thinking about clicking the dog on the yellow flame day. If you don't want to do that specifically, or if you have something else very specific that you want to do for good luck, let me know. I'll give you 30 seconds here to chime in. Do you have any superstitions with our yellow flame day here in the marketplace? Give you a chance to think about it. Otherwise, my normal go-to on yellow flame day is dog. Let's say, not really, you putting me on the spot right here. Okay, well, let's click on the dog and give you some extra luck that way. Coming into the pet hatchery, incubate this egg. Blue. Oh, ring the bell. Okay, you just caught me in time. Let's ring that bell instead. We've got a bell right here. Bing, bing, bing. There we go. Horseshoe. Now we're going to incubate the egg. Blue pet egg. Hatch that. Come up to the blockchain. Confirm. All right. Drum roll, please. What are you going to get? Let's hope it's a mythic. Something super special. What have we got here? Pending, pending, pending. Hatched a pet. Oh my goodness. Gotta love the hurry up and wait for blockchain games. What are we going to get out of this? There we go. It's a goose. All right. Pet has hatched. We have a goose right here. 1-star goose. Flip that over here. We've got a common, mysterious common fishing bonus here. And this is your pet. Very good. I don't know about the background right here. Can anyone tell me if we've got anything special? I don't think that that's a super special background. Let's go and check here real quick. Goose is a pet that I would actually like to have myself because of the Team Goose guild that's here in DFK. So I think I would love that, and it honks just like the Team Goose honkers. Let's go ahead and check out this page here to look at odd pet variants. And it doesn't look like we've got a rare background. And as far as gooses go, we would be looking for maybe a blue or a golden goose. Could be an odd pet for a super rare goose type. So I don't think that this is anything super rare, but it is a new pet. And you can love you some goose now. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get this transferred over to you. Burrito, if you want to pass me your wallet address one more time, whether it's in public or private chat somewhere, we're going to transfer this lovely little pet over to you. Let's take a look in, and congratulations to our winner today. We will be doing this all next week again, right? So at least one more week, maybe even 2 weeks or so. I'm not sure how long we're going to continue it, but I think we will continue it for some amount of time. All you've got to do is be here in the chat rooms for some of the live streams, participate in some of the chats. I even tell you that those tickets are handed out every 30 minutes, every half hour, right? 30 minutes after every hour. So you can jump in here, and if you need to go about your day, because I know my 6 hours of streaming is way too much for anybody to sit here through all of that. So just pop in here 30 minutes after each hour, say hi to me, let me know that you're still giving the stream some love, and that's all that we need for you to get participated into the stream and the drawings that we're going to have. And then on the weekends, we're going to be doing things like summoning heroes or pet giveaways and all that kind of stuff. So really do appreciate y'all being here for all of that kind of good thing. Absolutely. All things DFK. Love you, Rock. You're solid as a rock. Rock on. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Let's see. More did I. Great stream. Till next time. Absolutely. We've got 5 more minutes of the stream. If y'all need to go, head on out. Do what you need to do. We're going to be wrapping up pretty soon as well. So if you do leave now, you're not going to miss anything. Thanks for being here, guys. I do want to take these last 5 minutes, though, and I'm going to try to work things out here with Brito. Brito, are you going to send me your wallet in a private Twitch message or in Discord for this? And do you want me to send you this on stream, which means I'm going to need to copy and paste your wallet address on stream, or would you rather me do it off stream? I'm fine with it either way, but I like to respect what y'all want. Worm says, cheers, thanks, Rock. Brito B, thanks for the stream. See y'all next time. Andrew, cheers. Enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend. I'll send it to you in Discord if that's all right. Absolutely, Brito B. And if you're sending it to me in Discord, then that probably means you want me to send it to you off stream as well. So I will do that also. Awesome, guys. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun today. Really liked to do the summons that we had and the giveaways and the raffle stuff. Had a really good turnout today, and that I think made it a lot more exciting for me as well. So really appreciate that. All right. Gonna have to do an after party or something maybe. So let's see. Into the Discord we go. And let me pull that off stream so we're not looking at that. Let me also pull off... I guess we can look at this while I pull off my DeFi Kingdoms there. Brito B says, are you going out tonight? I'm not. After party with Crypto Grady sounds awesome. Indeed. Certainly if anybody else is streaming, then I would love to. In fact, one thing that I used to ask a lot when I was streaming on Twitch is if anybody out there right now is doing any live streaming or something, I would like to give the opportunity to y'all here to say, hey, I'm going to set up a stream or I'm going to do something. And I would like for that, like for us to be able to jump into this other stream as well. So if anybody's thinking about that, otherwise, yeah, look for Crypto Grady. I haven't heard from him in a couple of days myself. I know that he's been busy with the Brown Gent making all kinds of videos. Super excited for that. And I think I've seen Crypto Grady streaming a few times through the day also. And I just haven't been, he just finished a stream just now. Awesome, yes. I don't know if he'll stream again today, but certainly I want to go and catch his streams and all that kind of stuff as well. Very cool. All right, so let me do this here. I'm going to look at my messages and let's see. Brito B, I've got your stuff here and I see your wallet address for last time. Brito B, if you are still here in chat, you want me to use that same wallet address you gave me earlier for the giveaway? Is that where you want me to send the pet? Sometimes we have different wallet addresses that we might want assets to go to. But if it's the same, then I'll just send it to the same address. If it's different, I'll send it to your different address. Let's see. Here, I guess please send it to this one. Okay, we got it. Oh, are you going to send me a new address? Yeah, same address. Okay, very good. we're gonna Control C, and we're gonna paste that into, let's see if I can get over here, into my pets, and a goose. Send the goose to recipient address, owned by Reed. Let's do it. This will send your pet to another user. It's no longer yours. Well, that's right. I'm giving it away. Send the pet. Click the button. Goose is on its way. Oops, I guess we got to confirm on the blockchain. There we go. Transactions underway. Got a pending transaction. There we go. Confirmed on the blockchain. It is not in my wallet anymore. Burrito B, Goose is yours. Should be able to check your wallet. And there it should be. All right, folks. It is 5 o'clock my time now. We got everything handled that we needed to do. I appreciate y'all being here so much. If anyone is still here hanging out, we are done with the show for today. I will be streaming tomorrow, same time, same place. We are going to have more giveaways tomorrow. And by giveaways, I mean we're just going to be giving away the raffle tickets for next weekend's bigger giveaway. And maybe next weekend we're going to be probably looking at giving away, I think, a Gen 1 10 of 10 hero, a newly summoned. Maybe something that we're summoning with one of our Gen Zeros and some other Gen Zero. So we're probably going to be looking at that for next weekend. If y'all want to start to build up your raffle tickets for that. Anyway, we are done here. Until I see y'all again, rock out.